Hello, hello, hello. I just randomly decided to go live for 10 minutes. And this video is not even going to stay up. So I just decided to do a live chat, see who's around. Hello. Hello, hello. I was recording anyway, you guys. So I'm like, I should just go over on YouTube. How are you doing? How are you doing? Wow, there's 6 people. Hello. Hi, Iris. Hi, Crystal. How are you doing? Like I said, I was recording anyway. Like I have a little makeup on, not a lot. I just have naturally beautiful skin, especially for my age. My teeth are holding up pretty good too. How about you guys? These are real. These are not dentures. I'm not that old. But say the Fabulous 50s. I think there's already a channel called the Fabulous 50s. And anyway, as I said, if you're in your 20s, you can call me auntie. It's okay. I'm okay with that. I made peace with that. So how are you guys doing? Do you have any questions at all about any of the most recent videos? And in fact, like literally, you guys, I'm just going to pull some up. But yeah, like, hold on. Watch, you're going to hear some YouTube commercial, and then that might be really weird. Hold on. Let me see if I can like get to my own channel without a commercial playing. I have to be really fast on this draw here. Oh boy. You know what? I think I'm not even going to try that. So I have a video with inner child meditation. That was one of my latest ones. Oh my God. You guys, so many things I'm doing that it's like, what were my most recent videos? And the most recent one is just out today. I hope you love it. It is I call it a meditation, but it's really more a visualization. Those two things they overlap, but it's of your successful future self. And it's just a beautiful sort of like a timeline, like seeing where you want to be and then melding with your future self, getting to her vibration. So I really love it. Please check it out. I just went live like 2 hours ago. And I made a really pretty thumbnail for it and everything. I do my own thumbnails. I do not have I have an art background, so I'm making my own thumbnails. It's a beautiful visualization, you guys. Like it's basically you're seeing your future dwelling. And I'm really all about home and, especially with all the crap going on, right? We all want to like make our home nicer and all that. And so I basically lead you in visualizing, like you step through to another dimension and like, is it a beautiful high rise? So you're basically visualizing your future home that you've created for yourself. And whether it's in the country or whether it's in like a condo, like if it's on the beach. So do check that out and let me know your comments. Oh, thank you. Natricia, you're a new subscriber. Thank you so much. I think I'm just going to do some lives because honestly, I'm in the house anyway. I do work from home successfully, but I'm still in the house. So I'm like, I should just go live on YouTube. Let me see. So any questions, check out YouTube right now. Any of my more recent videos, if you have any questions, just ask me. I'm not staying on very long. I still haven't eaten yet. It's not good to eat very late. Okay. I should listen to my own advice, but let me know if you end up eating late. That's been a problem for me lately, I think, with, lockdowns and everything. And I'm a homebody anyway. I am an introvert. I'm a homebody. I always love my home. So a lot of successful YouTubers are homebodies, by the way. So if you're an introvert, maybe YouTube is your place. So let's see. Hello. Hi, Diana, Natricia, Pam, Taj. Yeah, Crystal, Iris. Iris was first. Hi, Iris. So yeah, any questions? Come on. Pretend you're watching my videos. Are you watching them? So let's see. I did an inner child recently. What else? Oh God, I can see the thumbnails, you guys, because I'm so visual, but I can't actually remember the topic. Just so funny. Because I'm working on my chakra course, which is closing tonight at 11. Okay, you can still join. I love it. the chakra course, the first cohort, the first group started in, oh gosh, I think it was October. I was doing it more stretched out because they were the beta testers. They were my diehard, ride or die fans, whatever. And there are 22 women in it, and we're up to the third eye chakra. So, and then the crown, and then we end. So we have 2 more full lessons to go. So I basically created the course. I created a little bit of it, and I asked people, I said, do you want to learn about the chakras? Like, that's the most popular thing on my channel, right? And so, like I said, like, I think at first it was, well, one person signed up and I was like, oh my God, only one person's going to take my course. And I really was scared, you guys. And then then it was like 2 more people. So I was like, okay, 3 people, I'm going to run the course. I'm going to do it, and I did it at a really low price. Cause I'm like, you guys, I'm just making this and I want your feedback. And then it got up to like 10 people and I was like, yes, I was so happy. And then it ended up with 22 women paid for the course, enrolled. We have our live sessions and everything. It's just really nice. So yeah, so that's what I'm working on, because like I said, I make it a little bit ahead of where they're up to. God forbid anything happens and I haven't finished it yet, but nothing's going to happen. Knock on plastic. Nothing's going to happen. Anyway, let me go to your questions. Oh, you did? Oh, thank you, Diana. Yeah, the one that has the little girls. I used to do ballet when I was little. Well, I wasn't actually that little, but that's another story. Yeah, the little girls are going like that. Yeah. That's a beautiful one. Do it over and over. It is so healing. It is so healing. People write me and they're like, oh, it was beautiful. I did it. And I'm like, and I cried, and I'm like, do it again. Do it till you are not crying anymore. That's when I know that you've really healed something deep. So, just because something is free, our society doesn't tend to value things that are free in a certain way. Like, we all want free, but at the same time, we're like, oh, it's free. But I'm really giving you some really good stuff there that you can use. I love leading these meditations. And, trying to find different themes for them. In fact, do you have a type of meditation you'd like to see? If it's within my wheelhouse, I'm not going to do anything like totally weird that, where I'm just making up stuff. I have to be something I'm comfortable teaching, because I want to give you quality. So yeah, so share in the chat, actually. Hold on, I got my little notebook. And I have multiple notes in the notebook I want, actually. This is for something else. Hold on. All right. Well, if you give me a good comment, I'm going to write it in here. What types of meditations would you like to see? And yeah, why are you not taking my chakra course? What's up with that? Unless you are, in which case it's okay. Hold on here. Yeah. I'm so glad. Yeah. I'm so glad, Diana. Yeah. And like I said, just keep doing it till you just feel at peace. And then okay, I've really, cleared out, because we all have so much trauma. Even if you had a perfect childhood, you guys, at some point in your childhood, you wanted something and your parents are like, no, you're not getting that. We got you a toy yesterday, and it scarred you, your little mind, your delicate mind. Anyway, let me see. So any type of meditation. In fact, someone had asked me, oh shit, I just remembered, she was trying to get pregnant. Shit. Oops. If I disappear, YouTube has cut me off. Right. She'd wanted like a conception meditation, which I could create. I could create something with that. I forgot. I apologize. A really good tarot deck. That's so funny you said that, because, I started out doing tarot, you guys. There was like the Tarot St. Croix, and actually that, has a lot of nice, beautiful brown folks. The Tarot St. Croix, I started to order it and then it sat in my Amazon. And then this one, you guys, this is really odd. You asked this. A woman who, she thought I would like this. Dust, it's called Dust Onyx, a melanated tarot deck. Here, let me hold this up. Okay, gosh, let me know if this is in reverse. I think you're seeing it right side up. And it's actually a very sort of artistic deck. I do like it. I'm just not doing, honestly, even for myself, but I'll hold you some up here. Here. So it's very artistic. All right. So hold on. Very like moody. It's not, okay. So like this is 4 of coins. Okay. So it's very like ancestors, very like dreamlike. Hold on. This is the back. Yeah. Hold on. It is a very nice deck. Here's the universe. So this is the world. Like, look at this, a beautiful painting. So she is an artist. Like, she isn't just an illustrator. Like, these are paintings. Hold on. Can you see the woman's face? And she's got a crown. Yeah. Right. And that's her version of the world card. Right. Whoops. Let me show you a couple more. So yeah, I started out doing tarot, you guys, because I wasn't at that point confident yet with some of the stuff that I really wanted to do. Here's the shaman. So this would be the high priestess. So here, so a melanated deck. I love it because it's very, it's not so literal, right? Look at, yeah. So it's funny you should ask that I happen to have. And then of course I've got the standard. Okay, this is a young coin. So this would be the page of coins. So see what I mean by like dreamy? She's doing collage, right? It's like cut paper and probably some digital. Anyway, you guys I probably lost you, but I'm going to show you a couple more. Oh, the chief. So, oh, this is, oh my gosh, you guys, I'm blocking her name. Who is this from the 80s and 90s? She totally, that's her face. That is her face. Oh my God. Oh, she has a really deep voice. I can't think of her name. I'd have to call a friend. I have a friend who can, oh God. And she was on the album cover, like doing like this running stance. And Grace Jones, people. Look, isn't this Grace Jones' face? For those of you old enough to remember Grace Jones. Let me know in the chat if you remember Grace Jones. And she looks fabulous, by the way. She's like probably 70, maybe not, but you know, and she looks great. Anyway, so I went here, one more. The conjurer. I don't know who the conjurer would be but I love how, oh, it's a magician. Duh, the conjurer. The conjurer is the magician. So yeah, it's a beautiful deck. It's moody. It is created by a Black woman who is an artist. And I love it because it's not so literal. A little gourd here. It's like her actual artwork. Yeah. Very nice. Very like moody. But you know, now some people, it depends. Some decks work better than others. So again, and look at how nice this is. I knew this is so weird, you guys, because this is like my tarot basket, and I brought it over, and I was like, you're not going to read tarot, but it's interesting. And so I really like the whole packaging. Okay. So again, Dust to Onyx, a melanated tarot deck. Just Google that. But yeah, really nice packaging. So a friend gave it to me, and then I just have the boring Rider Waite. And then I have other decks. But yeah, there's a site, oh gosh. There's a site that has hundreds of tarot decks. I can't think of the name now, but just Google tarot decks, and the site will be one of the top ones. And you literally can see, you can't see every card, but you'll see like at least 4 or 5 of a vast number of decks. Okay. So moving on, I went off on that one. Any questions about any of what I've been sharing about the chakras? Oh, the deck again, Dust to Onyx. And it does come also with a little booklet. And it isn't, you know, it looks like, you know, she uses a lot of black, and it's like very moody, but it's the imagery, but it isn't like, there are some decks that are like dark, like, you know, this isn't. It's just the the design, which I think is really beautiful. And can you see it's sort of got a little shimmer to it? Yeah, Dust to Onyx, a melanated tarot deck. So I just started because I would read for friends and I read for myself. And I'm very accurate, but that wasn't what I want. I didn't want to be known on YouTube as a tarot reader. You know, I feel like I had so much more to offer, so I had moved away from that. So hello, who's joining us right now? I'm just seeing the numbers. It is a stunning deck. Yes, it really is. Yes, Grace Jones. Thank you. Thank you, KK and Diane. Okay, so Diana, so, right, 80s and 90s, right? Yeah, 90s. And remember her on that cover? She's like running. She was, you know, just very fierce. I really liked her back. Well, I didn't like her voice, but I liked her imaging and I liked her independence and how she presented herself, but I wasn't particularly like into her music or anything. My best friend adores Grace Jones, like adores her. So what else? Any questions about any of, let me see if I can pull up some of my, about chakras or any of, I'm going to go into my studio, so you shouldn't hear any like advertising or anything. Let's see. So thank you for saying you. Now look, the throat chakra one, you guys are not giving it a lot of love. What's up with that? Chant the throat chakra mantra. I'm going to talk about that a little bit. The throat chakra is really important, you guys. First of all, we can hold a lot of tension in here because it's between our brain connecting to our body. So sometimes as women, especially, our bodies are giving us information and we block it. And so we'll block it in the throat. So if you have any thyroid or parathyroid issue, I'm not a doctor, I have to say that, but this is the underlying energy, is the throat. And so check out my newest, the one before was just chanting the mantra for the throat. And it's got like a blue design on it. If you want to be more creative, okay, that's the chakra, the throat chakra. Believe it or not, it isn't just about like singing creatively, but it governs definitely voice, like the quality of your voice, the tone of your voice, but also if people listen to you, okay? This is some of the mystical stuff about the chakras. So do watch that video, do the meditation. Your voice will become such that people will, you'll speak more of the truth, which is important. If you want to purify the throat chakra, it has to do with pure speech. You can't gossip a lot, can't do a lot of negative speech, because then you won't activate that chakra, okay? So check out that video. Okay, any questions? I know, thank you so much for saying you love the inner child one. I really appreciate that. Pamela, thank you for that insight. Which one, Pamela? Tell me, I don't know which, because I went from here to there. So Pamela, tell me what insight you found helpful. Also, change your money mindset, that one. And what's the full title on that? Let me see what I really titled that. I titled that Change Your Money Mindset and Clear Money Blocks with This Practice. I think that I was doing some journaling there with that. And I talk about money is taboo, especially for women. You know, we're not expected to think about money as much. And then you get, you know, actually really quite love, remember that old song, Gold Digger? Quite like that song, but I was like, why do I like that song? It's so negative towards women. But it was just so catchy, right? It was like an earworm. But I talk about how we as women, and especially women of color, can change our money mindset and clear money blocks, because especially, you know, money can be such an issue for us, societal, but this is about taking inner control of our money mindset, despite, like, the idea is that you can thrive despite what's going on. So I know that could even sound controversial, but watch that video, Change Your Money Mindset and Clear Money Blocks with This Practice. Let's see, what else? Yeah, if you have any questions, put it in the chat. Okay, about the throat chakra, yeah. Because people are like, oh, the throat. You know, maybe the heart, they're like, oh, the heart, that must have to do with love, or, oh, that's important, or the root. Everybody, any video I make on the root chakra, people will watch that. But the chakras, you guys, they stack one on top of the other in the energy body. And so they're all related. If one, it's like a flywheel, or like on a bicycle, you know, the bicycle wheels, I think it's called a flywheel, like one catches the other and they spin, right? You know what I'm talking about. Any engineers here? So the way one spins, if there's a blockage or an imbalance, it affects everything. So for example, and I need to make this video, a throat chakra imbalance would be issues with like getting laryngitis all the time, getting sore throats all the time, things like that, that I'm sure some of you have had. In fact, actually, when I was growing up, interestingly, I would get a sore throat a lot. Now that's also immunity, but that also ties in with the throat. The throat chakra has to do with purification. Anyway, so there are levels to the chakras. There's sort of the outer manifestation, right? Like speech and clarity of voice and so on. And then the higher levels that come from purifying the chakra. So again, my chakra course, it's closing tonight at 11, yeah. I wanted to make it midnight, but I have to actually undo it myself. So I'm like, why am I going to stay up at midnight? It's 11 o'clock, okay? It's closing. I love your calming, soothing, elegant energy. Oh, thank you. Kelly, is there any video topic you'd like to see? So that was my question. Welcome. A couple more folks joined us. Any topics for videos? Again, it has to fit within my expertise. I'm not going to go randomly make something, even if it's requested, that is just not, where I'm just like making stuff up or I don't feel comfortable with it. So within my wheelhouse, as they say. All right. So let me know. I've got my notebook. I will write down what it is that you want. I'm still going through the chakras, and that's why I'm talking about the throat, because I think I have tons of chakras I got up to the heart, and I only have one on the throat. So I have to make a throat chakra yoga video. All right. So watch out for that. I don't think I have a throat chakra yoga video. And my sacral chakra yoga video is doing really well. Obviously, a lot of women are interested in the sacral chakra because that's the womb chakra. Also has to do with creativity on some level, but making a child is a creative act, right? Creating life in the womb, that's a form of, obviously, of creation. So it also has that, but it's sensuality, sexuality, pleasure are that sacral chakra. So that yoga video is doing really well. I have to do one for the throat and the third eye. And then the crown, is sort of all the chakras when they're flowing, and then the crown opens. How about a meditation on finding what your purpose in life is? Thank you, Diana. Is that something you would really like to see? Not just like, don't just throw it out of, I actually have one that is called also something like Your Future Self, and it is about career. And Diana, what it is you, just like the recent one I put out, but the recent one was more about home and where you see yourself and visioning a beautiful home. I have one where it's about career. Let me see if I can get it. It might be tricky to find it because you guys, I have like 300 or 400 something videos. But if you go to my homepage, you know what? I think it might be hard to find because I don't think I feature it because I have, like I said, either 349 videos or like 400, something like that. Let me see if I can find you the title. And Your Future Self, sort of, you see her, what she's doing, and then you sort of commune with her and she helps you figure out how did you get there. So that one might be a good one for you. I also have a scripting one, but you said figuring out, you're not really sure. Let me see if I can find, no, I'd have to go way back. I think it's just last year, but it's way back. I'm looking at my list, you guys. Give me one sec. The Success Chakra, Divine Feminine Affirmations. That's my most popular video right now. Oh, here it is. It's called the Future Self Visualization. I'm actually going to pop the link into the chat. Success, Future Self. I'm going to get shareable link. Hold on. I'm going to put it right in the live stream chat right now. So again, what it is you see your future self working. So I think that could be a help. Diana, what is it that, purpose in life. Oh, there's a video, and I think I have it called The 3 Most Important Questions also. Yeah, Diana, called The 3 Most Important Questions, which is about what do you want to experience in life? Like it could be, I want to fall deeply in love, something like that, or I want to sometime in my life jump out of an airplane. So you do, what do you want to experience? How do you want to grow? What growth thing do you want to do? So like, I want to learn how to speak French, or I want to research about my ancestry and I want to do like a book about it. So what growth do you want? And the final thing, Diana, that might help you is that of the three most important questions, the thing is what's my contribution? So Diana, I mean, I could try to do some like spot coaching. What do you think, if you had to say, what do you think your purpose is? What do you think it is? I believe, and let me know, give me a thumbs up if you agree. I think we all on some level know the area around what our purpose is, because you will always have a gift in that area. Does that make sense? You will, maybe you're wonderful with children. So you don't know exactly what it is, but that's the area that you seem to have a real gift. People compliment you on it. You just know you enjoy helping young children. That's going to be something to do with your purpose. So helping others, right? So, okay. So be more specific. What others do you like to help? I mean, do you want to help construction workers? I don't know. That just came to me. It's probably not. That's not psychic. Do you want to help autistic children? What others? What others do you want to help? I think that would be a first way to start. So those of you joining us, I'm talking with Diana. We're talking about how to figure out what your life purpose is. Oh, IG. Well, IG? Sounds cliche. No. Helping others. But I mean, you can help others as a nurse, or you can help others as a research scientist looking into cancer. You could help others as a school crossing guard, or you could help others as a civil rights lawyer. In what area do you think you would enjoy helping others? What type of activity do you like? For instance, if you ran, I don't know how old you are, but I'm just making this up. So maybe you ran track in high school. Maybe you decide to volunteer as a coach to help inner city girls, and you're helping others and you're using your natural ability, right? So Diana, tell me more. Maybe we can come up to something, or somebody else. A great question in how finding what your purpose is in life. I mean, if you're 18, Diana, I wouldn't think you're going to know your purpose in life necessarily. You may, but sometimes that takes time. So Diana, yeah, give some more feedback. I'm really, maybe we can work on this. We've got 11 folks hanging on every word. So, okay, Diana's disappeared. She may have gone and got some ice cream. Who knows? Anybody else have any questions about any of my recent videos, on any questions on the chakras, any questions on meditation? I like helping others become their better self. Okay, great. Again, what kind of others? Would you want to work with a construction worker to become his better self? No, just, it doesn't have to be complete sentences. It's hard to do. I know, on Instagram, is it Instagram? Instagram, the person can come live with you, which is nice. But yeah, just a couple, like it could be keywords like moms or abused children. Yeah. Do you have an idea of what group of people you'd like to help become their better self? Just people from all walks of life. Okay. Well, so what I would do, have you started maybe doing some volunteering to help, if you really want to keep it that broad? And I would push you further if I were coaching you, because it sounds like you haven't gotten started, and I think you haven't gotten started, Diana, because you're not clear. Actually, this is great for everyone. Those just joining me, hi. I'm talking with someone in the chat about how to know your life purpose, and I was asking her questions to try to clarify. It's about getting that clarity. So how can you get that clarity? Now that I said that, I realize I have to explain that. Get clarity by starting. And this is actually a topic I did want to talk about. So if you're not clear on your life purpose, start doing something and then course correct. In fact, I literally was thinking about this earlier. That is the intuition. So Diana says she wants to help everyone. She's not refusing to narrow it down for me, though I'm pretty sure she knows in her heart if there's certain types of people she wants to help. But start doing it, and then you'll either be like, oh, this isn't quite right. This isn't, I don't want to teach autistic children. You do it as a volunteer and you're like, it's not quite what I thought, and live their best selves. So, who is it? Is it young women coming out of high school who maybe are confused about stepping, into their future? Is it retirees who are worried about their health? So this topic is so relevant for me in this very moment. Melissa, yeah, tell me, how do you mean? Pam says so too. Yeah. Well, so you guys have to give me some more information. I might actually be able to help you. And again, I'm not going to stay on long. I'm in fact, I'm going to get off by 8:30 because I have to eat dinner. So Pam, I mean, how, do you have a question, or how can I make it more specific? Don't be shy. I mean, what's always funny with these lives is you're seeing me, but I have no idea what you look like. I know nothing about you. So I have to ask questions. And then like Diana, I've always done customer service and ended up being a therapist of some sort to them. Oh, that's wonderful. So Diana, have you looked into maybe becoming a therapist? Or, yeah, but there's so many. I mean, you could be a psychotherapist, you could be a social worker, which creates a lot of burnout. I'm just saying, I'm not trying to dissuade you, but yeah. So, okay, that's excellent. So, you have people skills in counseling. So if I were you, I think I would just volunteer, even though it's tough with COVID. I would volunteer, or even maybe take an online class, something where you can test it. You just test it out, and see, and then you're going to course correct. Like I said, you may find out, maybe you're like, oh, I want to work with people who have addiction issues, because that's a very popular area now, right, to work in. But then you're like, you know what, it doesn't fit my energy. It's too draining. It's not quite what I wanted, so, but you tried it, and that's how you've at least eliminated one thing, right? That's not it. Thanks, but okay. So what I see a lot of women with, and now I'm talking to everyone, to Pamela, Melissa was saying, a lot of women I see, even in their 40s and 50s, months are going by and they're like, I just don't know. I don't know. They finish maybe one career, and they're fine. They're done with that, but they're like, oh, I don't know what I want to do. And I think that if you really go deep within and you get a journal and you ask yourself a question, a prompt, like, what do I love to do? Even that, what do I love to do? And just start writing. But I think a lot of women have a fear of making a mistake. But the thing is, doing something is better than nothing. Right now it's like a nothing. It hasn't been grown. It's like a plant, and you've got to at least put a little seed in, and then start caring for it. So anyway, I'm a risk taker in certain things, like with my work. So that's it's something I would work with you one-on-one, sort of coaching. But I think it's just diving deep. As women, we all know, I think we have our intuition. So psychic protection, cord cutting, energy cleansing. Oh, are these topics, Kelly? You said psychic protection, cord cutting. I have a cord cutting one. So my loves, I have 350 videos, 350. So a really common thing on YouTube is people join you and then they just look forward. They're like, oh, what's her next video? Go to a YouTuber that you like. You can just go to their homepage, but you can also go to a video page and you could sort it. Did you guys know you could do it by most popular, by oldest? I have a wonderful one on cord cutting. It was so good. I did it and it worked, and somebody left my life. And then I was like, I was questioning that. And then I remembered I had done a cord cutting meditation and ritual, and they disappeared. But I forgot, which is hilarious. Thank you. Psychic protection, full moon blessings. If you're interested in full moon blessings too, I do have a goddess circle, and I was doing it through Patreon. And I think you guys, YouTube opened up membership for me, for my channel, actually months ago. But because I had membership on Patreon, but I think I'm going to set it up here, and here's why. Folks are like, what's Patreon? Everybody's on YouTube. And so to get people to move over to a new site, so Patreon it supports the YouTube channel. And so people like artists, writers, YouTubers, they have a Patreon, and they basically give extra things over there. And it's usually like $5 or $10 or $12 a month, somewhere in there. Some people obviously can charge more depending. But I think I'm going to do membership with YouTube. Let me know in the chat if you'd be interested in that. So what that is, there'd be membership only content. Like I said, I'm doing it on Patreon now. I have either 18 or 21. I'm dyslexic, okay? 18 or 21 supporters on Patreon. And what we do is a monthly goddess circle. At the beginning of every month, I give a theme. And I make up a sheet with the exercises and a video from my channel that I'm diving deeper. And then at the end of the month, we meet, in circle and either do a meditation, we do a practice together around the time of the full moon. So if you're interested in that, give me a thumbs up. It is a membership. The lowest is $5 a month, 10, and it kind of just gets you started with a spiritual practice or supports your current. Of course, you have a spiritual practice now. So let me know in the comments if you'd be interested in that, because like I said, YouTube gave me membership and I just haven't used it. I haven't turned it on because it's this whole thing and, and figure out like exactly what you're going to give. And I was like, I'm doing it on Patreon. Do I want to start like two separate, because that's like too much, you guys. Plus I have the chakra course that I'm working on, but I think I want to open it up because I have 16,000 subscribers. Now, some of them started when I was doing tarot readings, and probably they're like, she's not doing tarot readings anymore. I'm not going to watch her. And since then, I've also gotten thousands and thousands and thousands of people mostly interested in the chakras and energy healing. I do a lot of divine feminine affirmations as well, and just anything around that specific type of spirituality, meditation, mindset. I'm going to be doing more on. I've been talking about money more because I think that's really important, especially given this economy. We need to understand that we create our own economy, and that's like higher level stuff. We can create our own economy. Okay, there's some influence, of course, of the outside, but your energy has a huge impact on attracting clients and the work you do. But again, that comes from more development through the chakras. Last time, chakra course closing 11 o'clock tonight. We're reading different books about money, repeating our affirmations in a really high vibration group of women. So that, my connection is unstable. So I am at 8:30 and I just got a warning. Your connection is unstable. Please wait while we reconnect.